What's up guys, it's Jenkins here from Team Leviathan, and I'm here with another Pudge guide on some hook mechanics. I think these are some mechanics that are rather game-breaking when you figure out that they're possible, at least in a competitive environment. Knowing that Pudge can do these specific tips and tricks makes them a far more viable hero, so let's begin. The first mechanic that I'm going to show you is that hook arguably goes through BKB, or at least the most important properties do. This is probably the most useful of the mechanics that I'm going to show you in this video, and that's simply because knowing this trick can very easily make or break a game, especially in this meta if it goes into the very late game against something like an anti-mage, Spectre, PA, something of that nature. If you know this trick, you can make Pudge look like an extremely overpowered hero if you use it in the right situation. So, the trick is that the stun from hook doesn't pierce BKB, obviously, everybody knows that. But the damage and the displacement of hook does go through BKB. And what that means is if someone is magic immune, and they try to teleport away from you, and you time your hook just right, their magic immunity doesn't save them from anything. And I'll show you here how that works. So, we have Axe here, and let's say he goes to TP to Fountain. And I throw the hook, and he's back. So, what happened there is, I throw a hook while he's BKB'd. It places a hook debuff on him. He teleports back to Fountain, so he's in the well for a split second, and then my hook gets to me, which tells the debuff that hook is done, which will teleport the hero to Pudge's location of where he hooked from. I'll show you in slow motion how that works. So you might be thinking that, oh, that's easy. The target BKB TPs, you just throw the hook, right? Hook goes through BKB, you can just pull him back. That's not the case, because if the unit gets to the fountain after your hook is finished, they're fine, they're in the well. So you actually need to time this, and I'll show you what can happen if you do it wrong. So let's say this guy TPs, and I just throw the hook willy-nilly. Where is he? He's in the fountain. And that's because the hook debuff that is pulling him back and teleporting him to me pulls him back, but the teleport hasn't gone off, so he's still teleporting because it doesn't cancel his channel, and he just goes to the well. So if somebody BKB TPs, you can't just throw the hook, you need to time it, and I'll show you how to do the timing. So the way I time this is I usually wait until the TP is past half of its channel, if it's a 2.5 second TP, and I stand at 2/3 hook range, and I throw the hook. So it's at about half now, I throw the hook, and he's back. So obviously if the TP is longer, if it's a 5-second TP, you need to look, you need to see. It takes about 1.5 seconds for the hook to bring him back, so you want that number to be what's left on the TP. So throw it around 1 to 1.5 seconds left on the TP, and that's how you pull them back. So maybe you would kind of expect this mechanic to only be useful for catching out a carry who's trying to BKB TP out of a sticky situation, and you throw a quick hook to snag him and bring him back. There's actually more than one scenario in which this is an extremely useful tool, and some of them even involve hooking your allies. So here's just a few of them. Let's assume that Wisp and Pudge just TP to the lane, so maybe you're going to kill someone, maybe you're just going to farm or to push a tower. What the Wisp has to do is they break the tether, and Pudge waits until about 1 second left at 2/3 hook range, throw the hook, and the Wisp comes back. So this works in the opposite way, obviously. You have the Wisp tether the Pudge, let's say you're both getting chased through the forest, and the Wisp decides, hey, I'm going to save this Pudge. Very altruistic of you, Wisp. So once again, the Wisp needs to break the tether. Pudge stands at about 2/3 hook range, and then throws the hook at 1 second. and the Wisp is safe. So in most situations, with most Wisp partners like Tiny Sven, the Wisp would just teleport back into the fight and be toast. The Wisp would be dead. With the Wisp Pudge, however, the Pudge can actually save the Wisp. So another scenario in which the hook displacement mechanic on your friendly units is really useful is when you have somebody specifically during laning stage, or at least usually during laning stage, and would really like the bottle to be filled up. So in this situation it's a Wisp, just because a Wisp with a full bottle and fountain regen is obviously extremely worth 100 gold and the hook mana cost, but this can go for anything like a Kunka, Morphling, anything that would like a full bottle, and it's worth the 100 gold to spare the fountain trip. So usually on carries who get bottles, it's extremely useful. So in this situation, you have the Wisp, empties the bottle. Usually during the laning stage, he really wants a full bottle, and he just TPs home. Once again, you time the hook, he comes back, and he's got a full bottle. And he's got fountain regen for about 3 seconds. So that's a very easily abusable mechanic, and it's very good, especially with the Wisp. So one last situation which I'd like to mention where you can abuse the hook displacement is, let's say you have somebody like an Axe, and he's being annoying, he's cutting creeps, and you notice, hey, this idiot doesn't have a TP, or a Blink Dagger. So you throw a hook, and blink out, and the poor guy is stuck in the trees, and has no way to get out. You can kill him with ranged heroes at that point. So this is also a nice tool if you head over to the Roche pit and you notice that somebody's soloing Roche and you have vision of it. You can hook them out when Roche is about to die and then blink in. So they're out of the pit and you're inside of the pit. Maybe you can finish it off. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. That's all for this iteration of the Pudge Mechanics Guide. If you think I should make the videos longer or shorten them, please mention in the comment section below. Kind of new to this, or tweet me. Once again, really appreciate all the social media stuff. Appreciate the subscribers, comments, all that sort of stuff. So keep that coming in, and I'll hopefully keep making the videos better.